but they only attack if they're in a group. If there's like one or two of them, they'll just run away every single time. And I assume they just prefer to attack little girls. That would actually be crazy, because that would be the most Jurassic Park thing you could do, man. Yo, what's going on, people? Riot here playing Ark Survival Evolved, taking a look at the newest round of Jurassic Park dinosaurs that have been added. There's been about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, I didn't actually count them, new dinosaurs added from Jurassic Park, as well as a few tweaks to a few of the dinosaurs that have already been in here. In front of me, as you can see, is the Brachiosaurus. See, it looks like even the Brachiosaurus' face was stretched out a bit. Before, when I looked at this, it was like paper flats, which was obviously just because it hadn't been worked on yet, not because that was like its finished product. This looks freaking amazing. Look at that. That's like legit a Bronto face right there. I feel like you should be sneezing on little blonde girls right now, buddy. I know I said that in the last video, and I'll say it in the next video. It just fits too perfectly. This guy right here is so amazing. Yeah, just real quick before I even get into this video, you guys won't even be able to download it till it'll be out in like a week, I believe. All these creatures just need to have their Jurassic Park sounds added, and then it will be perfect. Sorry if I seem a little out of it in this video. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you know that I'm actually pushing 26, 27 hours awake in a row right now, so it's getting pretty wild. As you can see, this guy's even made this. Oh yeah, he's had multiple changes added. I think even the middle finger claw is like the longest claw now on the hand. Exactly like it is in Jurassic Park, because the last time I showed this raptor off, a lot of people just complained that it was just a reanimated Troodon, which all these dinosaurs are just recreated off another Ark dinosaur. It would take months to make your own, and it'd just be impossible. You guys remember Godzilla Ark taking like 2 years? That's a pretty good example. But yeah, there's been a few changes to this guy that makes him look a lot less like a Troodon now and more like a raptor. You can still see that's where he comes from, but you got to admire the beautiful changes, especially in the toe and in the middle finger. The details, man. Such details, so much fanciness. Alright, over here we have the Jurassic Park Stego. This one, there's like barely any changes whatsoever. The main change I could find actually is just the face. This one has its own little arc face, when this one is much cuter in a Jurassic Park sense. I feel like that's the only difference I could find, right? Is the face. The face is just severely different. Yes, this one's kind of menacingly. You look like a giant-ass armored snake. Whereas you have a much more friendly approaching face, although you still couldn't approach a Stego. But I've like looked these things up and down, and even though my eyes aren't really working at all anymore, I mean it is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that's the main difference. Like, this is already perfect. See, a few of these actually barely have any differences whatsoever. Like, here's the galley, and then here's the Jurassic Park galley. It's pretty much because in Jurassic Park, they don't have feathers all over the back of their head. It's pretty much the same thing going on over there with the Compies. Some of these are just small... Jesus Christ, that was terrifying! Just small changes that make it beautiful. This I showed off before. Now, this is where I was confused, because I actually haven't ever read any of the books or anything. So I was confused where he got the Carnosaur idea from. Now, this one I for sure showed off before. This was like my last video on the mod, where I was confused where he was getting this idea for a Carnotaurus. Because it looked super sexy. I just didn't see Carno ever in Jurassic Park, but apparently that's from the book, and now I just feel like I really need to read the books, because I feel like I'm lagging on a bunch of stuff. I read like the first Rick and Morty comic, and it's a whole new world, man. I need to get the Jurassic Park books for sure. So here's this one, just for all of you guys who want to keep up with all this. God, it's so hard to hold a train of thought right now. How the hell did that guy break that Call of Duty record 5.5 days straight? This, of course, for those of you who don't know, is the little goat that is purely for carnivore food, you know, T-Rex food. It's perfect. This is where things start to get awesome, the Anky right here. So this is the Anky we have it, which now that it's in front of me is actually, it's like a giant-ass armored dog. And it's got like this, I don't know, its tail is cool, we all love this Anky. As tiny as it appears now, this is like some sort of grunt. And it's got the little spikes on the end, whereas the Jurassic Park Anky is much bigger and has this big bulbous block on the end, as you can see here. This, I feel like, would definitely stab you, or you'd bleed out a little more, but this right here, that just, oh my god, that is a bone breaker. Not to mention the size, man. This is more of an Anky size, I feel like. Like, that thing right there is... It's just a giant-ass armadillo. This is a beast right here. This is when the mod starts to get awesome. Actually, no, it gets awesome at the Bronto over there at the beginning. Actually, it's awesome the entire time. This is just... I saw this stuff already. This guy's, like, new to me. Some of this stuff is just cool, like this. Well, this is what I pointed out earlier, how like Compies in Jurassic Park don't have feathers all over them, or just those 3 on the back of the head, but they also have Compy qualities. Like, I guess in the book, Compies do like torpor, they can knock things unconscious, so these ones do slight amounts of torpor also. but they only attack if they're in a group. If there's like one or two of them, they'll just run away every single time. And I assume they just prefer to attack little girls. That would actually be crazy, because that would be the most Jurassic Park thing you could do, man. You gotta just love that the guy who's making this mod is actually, like, I don't know, done his research on all these dinosaurs. I'm a big Jurassic Park fan, but I never read the books. I'd be fudging this thing up like crazy. This one is one of my favorites right here. The Parasaur. This is how it should be, man. Like, look at this photo. I'm hopefully gonna remember to put up right there. Look at that. That's how a Parasaur should be, not this thing. This is just, I don't know, some kind, if you drop like a side duck in some nuclear waste activity, this is what you get. Whereas this thing, that is beast, dude. Look at the size of this gargantuan beauty. And regular saddles do work for all of them, by the way. If you're wondering how you're gonna get a saddle, like, oh my god, how am I gonna put a saddle on that thing? It's just as easy as that. Dude, that thing is like, excuse my profanity, but you are a little bitch next to this thing. It's like a giant beast. This is like, oh my god, this is just so much cooler this way. It should require a large team of gentlemen with like motorcycles and, I don't know, high-tech rope to take one of these things down. I just never really put it together that this is like this, I don't know, it really never clicked in my mind how much bigger these things were in Jurassic Park. And I know people get super pissed when you say like Jurassic Park is any sort of realistic or anything, but this is supposed to be a Jurassic Park mod. It's supposed to be the most realistic thing it could do is be like Jurassic Park. Dude, look at this. I want to live in a world where you're almost the size of a T-Rex. That is badass right there. Although I'd imagine the Jurassic Park Rex is actually a little bigger than you, isn't it? Is it? I don't think it is. Man, I've like had these guys pit against each other so many times too, and I just cannot remember for the life of me right now. I have like the worst attention span ever. Yeah, I think they're directly the same heights. God, I love that one's mouth so much more though. That sounds very rapey. I understand that, but he's just got such a pretty mouth. Oh, that sounds even more rapey. Look at that face. It's just a little bit scarier. No, it's definitely a good amount scarier. It doesn't have like these like spikes all over the back of its neck either. It's just much more Jurassic Park. This mod is a godsend, man. This mod developer is flipping awesome. Alright, buddy, it's time to go show off the grand finale right now. We'll go kick some serious ass with it. Make sure to smack the like button if you guys want to continue with this mod. I mean, I'm probably gonna already because you've all been super supportive over it. Look how big it gets, Jesus. That's what she said. But, because like, I've been waiting for my Jurassic World series to reboot any week now. My server host, his computer crashed, or his computer was literally destroyed when a drunk driver hit his car within the back seat. So it's just, he just kind of needs to get a new computer, so I might need to figure out another host actually, because this mod's going to be out in a week, and I want to reopen my Jurassic Park. And over here we have the Spino, which at the time, keep in mind, a lot of these are dinosaurs that are just reanimated, retextured, and re-prettied to be scientific to just appear more as the other kind of dino. So here, obviously, this at one point was a berry. I actually saw it when it was first in like the works, and this is incredible right here. The amount of stuff he's done on this creature just to get it like this, because the Spino obviously has to be a stand-up Spino, and it can't be based off this kind of guy, or it wouldn't be able to stand up on two legs like it does in Jurassic Park. That's the entire thing. So the best next option was the berry. I'm just getting this out of the way right now because I know this is going to be the first thing people are going to say, because they're going to be, I just know people are going to be like, that just looks like a giant berry. I can promise you though, I saw when it was fresh and it looks so much different. This thing, for starters, doesn't have, I don't know, these teeth are definitely a lot bigger and crazier. I see a little bit different look around the eyes for sure. Obviously they both still have the downward vein right there, but all in all, I'm not even sure what else they can really change about it though. This does extremely resemble a Jurassic Park Spino. It's the next, it's a standing dino with an elongated snout. It's got the pretty much bipedal animations is like the main focus here. So let's go take this guy out for a spin right here. I do remember the only other time we've had the, oh yeah, and he's just completely fluid. I love it, dude. There was no other way to create this guy but to tweak out a berry, and I think he did a freaking good job. God damn it, he just does that. Yeah, dude, this thing's already way cooler than the other Spino to me. I just got way over it running like a giant dog all over the place. This thing's phenomenal. Although it'd be hard as hell to tame one of these in the series. I mean, like, what would I... They didn't really did they have a Spinosaurus cage? I never remembered there being a Spinosaurus cage. Was there a Spinosaurus cage? It was just, like, all of a sudden there was just a Spinosaurus on the freaking, holy crap, I'm forgetting words left and right. The airport landing strip, the runway. I think that's for supermodels. But yeah, the Spinos, I don't actually know what the Spinos, like, containment facility looked like. And whatever it looked like, obviously it was complete monkey balls because it broke right out of there, no issue. The only thing, oh, that's actually really cool. I like that. We're like parked around on his side. That way we're not, you know, on the center of the fin looking all goofy and stupid. That's clever how we did that. So I can't show you guys the roar yet, by the way, because it doesn't have it yet, and it kind of just sounds kind of silly right now, and that can't be how this creature is memorized. Alright, this is perfect. We got Jurassic Park T-Rex and Jurassic Park Spino duking it out right in front of us. It's like a free showing, yo. Where the hell did that snake just come from? Oh my god, mysteries, man. Absolute mysteries. I got 20 bucks on the Spino. Oh, it's kicking his butt. Oh my god, they were both level 4 as well, as you guys can see by the top. Well, that was kind of ridiculous. He just beat that thing like a stepchild back in like the 20s. I suppose that's the most legitimate thing to do here, though, is have, ooh, I just realized, because there's the Indominus in here, and the Indominus right now is just like temporarily being filled with the other Indominus mods, so it can be in here without, like, in the meantime, while the other one's created, because that one could take a long ass time. You know what I see now? These two Ankies are just gonna get their asses kicked. They may be much bigger, and that is flippin' awesome, and their tails are much mightier in a sense that they can break more bones, but the Indominus is still flippin' nuts. See, this is like the one they're working with right now until what I said 5 seconds ago, but again, that could take a long ass time, so this one's gonna be our buddy for a little bit. You know what? This is gonna be just like in the movie. Get him, boys! Holy shit, he accidentally almost killed me. Well, I admire their strength and their will. They're certainly swinging their butts in his face. I just don't know if it's gonna be enough butt swinging. It definitely isn't. They were instantly vaporized. Well, that's the Indominus for you, though. That's the Indominus Rex, which actually, I don't know, I've been asking in a few videos. Let me know down below what you think the next Jurassic World's going to entail more. Because half of you guys are saying that it's going to go more back to its roots, and the other half are saying it's going to insanely just embrace the whole genetic hybrid aspect, which would be, I don't know, both of those would be insane. I just want to know what's correct. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here since I don't want to mess around with those dinos too much since they're about to have all their noises added, and then I'll just have my survival series going on. It'll be awesome. So if you had a good time watching, smack that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Peace!